Let me walk you through something real simple. What if you could spend about $10 a day and turn that into one, two, maybe even three closings per month? Not guessing, not hoping, just following a predictable process. Because when you actually break down the math, this becomes a lot more realistic than most agents think. Hey guys, it is Sean Sturrock here. Over the last few weeks, we have been talking about leads, funnels, and follow-up. But today, I want to simplify everything into what agents understand best, and that is numbers, right? Because once you see how the math works, you start realizing this isn't complicated. It's just about consistency and execution. So let's start with the investment. $10 a day, that's about $300 a month, right? When that's put into a consistent lead system, we're now seeing agents generate roughly 80 to 120 leads per month. So let's just call it 100 to keep the math simple. So now you've got 100 opportunities coming in. Now let's break that down even further. But if you're spending about $300 a month and you're generating 100 leads, that's roughly $3 a lead, right? Compare that to a lot of the platforms out there where agents are paying $20, $30, sometimes $50 per lead or even more. Now you can start to see the difference, right? You're getting more opportunities at a fraction of the cost. Now, out of those 100 leads, about 25 to 35 will engage, right, in some way. They're going to respond to a text. They might click on something, reply back, ask a question. But now you've got about 25 to 35 people raising their hand, right? These are no longer cold leads, right? These are warm conversations waiting to happen. Now, here's for most agents, either win or lose. If you actually reach out and have conversations with those engaged leads, it is very realistic to set about 5 to 7 solid appointments per month. Not everyone will be ready, but enough will. Because when you start talking to people who already showed interest, now from those appointments, if you're doing basically, let's say you're typically going to close maybe 1, 2, sometimes even 3 deals per month. And that's where everything changes, right? Because now you've turned $10 a day into consistent income. And here's the part most agents never even look at. If you're spending about $300 a month and closing even just 2 deals, that's about $150 per closing. Think about that. $150 to acquire a closing, that is not marketing, that is leverage. So here's why this works. It's not magic, it's math, right? Most agents just never stay consistent long enough to see it, right? They stop after a month or two. They change strategies way too fast. They don't follow up. When you let the system run and you focused on conversations, the pipeline fills up. You don't need thousands of leads. You don't need complicated strategies. You just need a consistent flow and a simple process that you stick with. So if you've been thinking this business has to be complicated, it really doesn't. $10 a day, $3 leads, a handful of conversations, a few closings. That's the game. If you want to see how agents are setting this up so the system runs consistently and how they're keeping their costs low while doing it, just reach out. Happy to share with you right now what's working. And if this has helped you, make sure you follow along. We've got more coming every single week.